best wishes for all of us. My name is Sevia as the first speaker. Then An-nisaa'nahdatul Sholehah as the second speaker and Adla Mileni as the third speaker. We from Class A Morning, English Language Education Program, Faculty of Language and Arts, IKI PGRI Pontianak. Here we will present group assignment in journalism courses. We from Group 3 will discuss general language function, journalistic language function, and journalistic language provisions. I hope the video is useful and enjoy watching this video. General language functions. As we know, language is the ability possessed by humans to communicate with other humans using, for example, words and gestures. According to Garcia 1997-1, language is a means of communication between communicating members, is a form of symbols produced by human speech tools. Based on the understanding of language above, language itself has several functions in general. That is, first, language as a tool of self-expression. Since childhood, humans have used language as an expression of self-expression in their parents, and gymnastic language children develops in part as a means of expressing themselves. Second, language as a communication tool. The fundamental difference between language as a means of self-expression and as a means of communication is that when communication, the use of language is judged by in the third person, so that the meaning of language expression is easily conceived. Third, language is a tool for social integration and adaptation. When adapting to a social environment, a person will choose the language depending on the situation and condition at hand. Someone will use informal language when talking with friends and use formal language when talking to parents or respective. And the last is, language as a tool of social control. As a means of social control, language is very effective. Social control can be applied to ourselves or society. Textbook and instruction books are an example of social control to using language. That's all for me. Thank you.
Before I start, I will explain the function of language in journalism, which at glance has a general language function, but with different definition. Okay? Hello everybody, my name is An-nisaa'nahdatul Sholehah. Well, I will discuss about the function of language journalism. According to leading language experts, the function of journalistic language can be derived from the basis and motive for language growth itself. George Kelas states there are four functions of journalistic language, namely 1. Tools for expressing self-expression. The elements that promote expression in order to attract the attention of others to us. Desire to free ourselves from all emotional stress. Number 2, communication tools. Communication is a further consequence of self-expression. As a means of communication, language is a channel for the formulation of our intention, engenders our feelings, and enables us to collaborate with citizens. Number 3, tools to carry out social integration and adaptation. Through language, each member of society gradually learns to know all the customs, behavior, and manners of the community. He tries to adapt or adaptation to everything through language. Number 4, the tool eliminates social control. Social control is an attempt to influence the behavior of others. There are behaviors that are open, overt, and closed, covert. All social activities will run well because they can be arranged in good language. So, it can be concluded that journalistic language has a function that is closely related to everyday life. Journalistic language is a tool for expression, self-expression, a means of communication, a tool for social integration and adaptation, a tool for eliminating social control. The next is about the history of journalistic language. Check it out. The history of the birth of journalism goes back to the ancient Roman Empire, when Julius Caesar was in power in the 100 to 44 centuries BC. He ordered that the result of the sessions and the activities of the members of the Senate be published every day on a bulletin board called the Acta Diurna. From this word literally comes from the word journalism, namely the word diurnal. In the Latin, it means daily or everyday. Since then, it has been known the diurni work to make notes on the meeting result from the Acta Diurna board every day for landlords and wealthy people. Then in the 19th century, after humans carried out the Industrial Revolution, humans perfected technology to help their lives. Between factories and agriculture are also connected. Humans no longer only communicate between individuals and groups. Communication technology brings people together through the telephone industry, newspaper, magazines, photography, and radio, film, television, computers, satellite, and the internet. Humans are now in the information age. News is one source of information needed by humans. In writing, news requires a variety of language, namely journalistic language. In fact, journalistic language emphasizes the importance of simple, clear, and direct characteristics in a news article. In essence, journalistic language must be concise, easy to understand, and immediately explain what it means. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Adla Mileni from Kelas morning of 4th semester. Well, I will explain a little about the character or profession in journalistic language. Characteristics in journalistic language are as follows. 1. Simple. Using word or sentence whose meaning can be understood by a wide audience with a wide variety of backgrounds. 2. Be concise. Get straight to the point in a straightforward manner and use appropriate, easy to understand word and sentence. 3. Compact. Writing sentence and paragraph contain important and interesting information for the reader. Be straightforward firm. Unambiguous and avoid using word or sentence that can confuse the audience and result in different perception in appropriate conclusion. Straightforward words are words that do not have a double or wing meaning. 5. Clear. The word or sentence used are easy to understand. Their verbs and verbs are unbiased and obscure. 6. Be clear. The word or sentence used do not hide something negative in nature such as prejudice or slander. Journalistic work is not a work intended to spread hatred toward other parties. 7. Giving priority to the active voice. The active voice is preferred by the audience because it can help the audience to facilitate understanding and clarify understanding. 8. Logical. Any journalistic word, terms, or sentence must be acceptable to common sense. The principle of the characteristic of journalistic language above. There are several references in using journalistic language as a guide for journalistic. Namely, 1. Using a sentence that is not long. 2. Use language that is easy to understand. 3. Using simple and clear language. 4. Do not use compound sentence in journalistic language. 5. Using language that contains active sentence. 6. Use strong and dense language. 7. Use positive language. Maybe this is all we can say. More or less, we apologize. And hopefully, all of us will always be protected by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And thanks for watching and you like. Dadah. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.